3 reporters covering brand new stories right now on the WHAS11 night team. Tomorrow is it. The jury gets the case in Kentucky's trial of the decade.
And I have said if Brooks Houck gets convicted here, it will be because he chose to talk to the police the following day.
Will justice finally be coming for the family of Crystal Rogers after 10 years? Or will Brooks Houck be walking free? Also new tonight at 11, the 100-plus-year-old dam in southern Indiana finally getting replaced.
This has been our #1 priority.
How it will be recycled right back into the new project. And then remembering a beloved music teacher and assistant band director from U of L who died suddenly overseas.
He has this legacy of love for his students.
All new right now on the WHAS 11 night team. First here tonight at 11 o'clock, the Blackeston Mill Dam in Floyd County, Indiana is being demolished. It's our top story for you on the WHAS 11 night team. Hello, everybody. I'm Doug Proffitt. After months of working to get this dam removed, Floyd County, Indiana commissioners were given all the permits needed for the 170-year-old dam to come down. But parts are going to be recycled back into the new project and staying along the creek. WHAS 11 night team's Alex Dieterer and photojournalist Emma Gefter are laying out the timeline of when the dam will be down and the bridge back open.
The sounds of a dam going down. Floyd County, Indiana was given the green light to remove the Blackeston Mill Dam on Silver Creek. The dam dates back to 1853.
We're restoring Silver Creek's water flow as nature intended it.
Floyd County Commissioner Al Knabel says the dam's removal is necessary to fix the Blackeston Mill Bridge, which has been closed off to the 20,000 drivers it sees a day since the dam failure back in February.
This has been our #1 priority since the event happened in February.
The dangers that are presented by low-head dams create an immediate safety issue.
Once the dam is removed, $120,000 worth of repairs on the 60-year-old bridge will start, which will take about 3 to 6 weeks.
There's a lot of businesses that require the traffic that comes through this road, and not just the businesses, but for the residents themselves.
Once the bridge reopens by September, it's only staying open for another 2 years, because right up the river, about 150 yards away, a new bridge is going to open and replace it by 2028.
It's going to be a wider bridge. It's going to have space for pedestrian, bike traffic, sidewalk on it as well.
Plans for the replacement bridge started in 2017, and now construction is set to begin in October. The bill for the new bridge will run about $8 million. Precautions are being taken to avoid what we saw just 5 months ago.
It's going to be elevated out of the floodplain, so we're not going to have to deal with watching this go underwater again.
While the dam that has anchored the Silver Creek River for over a century will be gone by the end of the week, the rocks and debris left behind are being recycled and will stay along the creek for years to come.
They're repurposing the debris from the dam to help rebuild that bank over there. So that doesn't have to be hauled in. It's saving us tens of thousands of dollars on this project.
The demolition, county commissioners say, that will breathe new life into Silver Creek. In Floyd County, Alex Dieterer, the WHAS 11 night team, on your side.
A lot of creative challenges there and solutions for you tonight. The dam is expected to be removed in just 5 days. Tonight, the increasingly devastating news we're getting this evening. The number of dead in Texas from the catastrophic flooding now standing at 104 people in Kerr County, Texas alone. Our Dallas station, WFAA and ABC News, reporting 56 adults and 28 children dead. That includes the 27 campers and counselors from Camp Mystic. Search and rescue teams continue to wade into river water and use heavy equipment to move debris as they search for missing people. Well, Texas state officials said they will wait to answer and address questions about weather warnings and why some summer camps did not evacuate ahead of the flooding. Now, one of those camps, Camp Mystic, where 10 additional campers and 1 counselor still have not been found. Survivors like Carlos Valles, in charge of production for an annual music festival, now revealing just how the strength of the flood water.
This stage was over 50,000, pushing 60,000 pounds with gear, and it loaded with PA lights. It was show ready, and it drifted down the river.
How far did you guys recover it?
The stage is wrapped around trees a quarter mile down the river. It's wrapped around trees. The reason it didn't go any further, but cadaver dogs are looking around that stage right now.
The flash flooding came in the middle of the night. In the darkness, additional rain is anticipated to hit Texas, threatening to bring more flooding to central Texas. Back here at home, deliberations start in the morning. After 10 long years, will we finally get a verdict in the lingering question, did Brooks Houck kill Crystal Rogers of Bardstown, Kentucky? He's on trial with alleged accomplice Joseph Lawson, but only Houck himself faces the murder charge. WHAS11's Alexandra Goldberg and photojournalist Aspen Hester break down the arguments from inside the Bowling Green courtroom.
Both counsels have left it all on the table for jurors now that closing arguments in the murder trial and the case of Crystal Rogers have concluded. Quote, "It's time to move on. It's time to end this." Defense attorney Brian Butler's plea to jurors that there's no evidence to convict Brooks Houck of murder. No body, no crime scene, no weapon, not even a motive. Butler saying, quote, "If you're going to kill someone, there might as well be a doggone good reason for it. They gave you nothing." Poking holes in the prosecution's case and calling it a convoluted mess, saying witnesses like former Houck employee Charlie Girdley and Steve Lawson's ex-girlfriend Heather Snellen are unreliable, and they were pressured by Kentucky State Police to tell detectives what they wanted to hear. Butler explaining the storyline, why Nick Houck sold his grandmother Anna Whiteside's white Buick, saying he didn't want to raise suspicions knowing police were searching for information on a white Buick near the Houck family farm, and he didn't want his grandmother left without a car once it's seized by police, adding when it was searched, quote, "There's not a drop of blood, there's not a skin cell, there's nothing." But special prosecutor Shane Young holds fast, quote, "If Crystal Rogers did not come home, this man is guilty of murder," saying the linchpin of the case is that Houck's written statement detailing his whereabouts the day Rogers was last seen doesn't match with precise phone records. Young says Houck never said he was at the family farm all day, but Google phone data shows his phone is there from 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. And Young reminds jurors that witness after witness testified that they never saw or spoke to Houck on July 3rd, in complete contradiction to what he told police, telling the courtroom that when Houck and Rogers later went on that, quote, "surprise date," it had a surprise ending. Young says throughout July 4th and July 5th, Houck called Rogers' phone 3 times and sent one text message. Quote, "He's done absolutely nothing to find this woman. Why? He knows there's no sense in it." Now, the jury must make sense of the circumstantial case and come to a unanimous decision. In Bowling Green, Alexandra Goldberg, WHAS 11, on your side.
Our team in Bowling Green and all of us right here at WHAS 11 News ready to bring you the verdict at any moment tomorrow. And that includes WHAS 11 News legal analyst, Louisville attorney Nick Mudd. He was with me tonight for our special 30-minute report that airs on WHAS 11 plus our app. To convict, the jury must feel the prosecution proved this case beyond a reasonable doubt.
Jurors take that job, that duty, it's really a duty, it's American duty, seriously. And so, you know, they may, I told you, Doug, about the trial I had where I had 12 jurors walk out and they hung and 9 of them said, "We think he did it, you just didn't prove your case."
The closing arguments. Again, our 30-minute special report on the closing arguments airs in just a few minutes. It is streaming again right after this newscast and easy to watch. Just download the free WHAS 11 Plus app, download on your TV, and watch for free. Case of Misty Null, the estranged wife of the former Clark County, Indiana sheriff who was sent to prison after a plea agreement just last week. Now Judge Larry Medlock is upset over what he heard her say in a television interview after her sentencing. Medlock now thinking about bringing her back for a full-blown trial, something she avoided. The judge says in his courtroom, she said she knowingly and willingly committed the crimes, but in that interview said that she was ignorant of what her husband was doing. Here's Judge Medlock reminding her what she was agreeing to last week.
You admitted to this court that your violation of the laws of the state of Indiana in this democratic nation was knowingly and intentionally, as you should be.
The judge also writing that he cannot find someone guilty if they insist they're innocent. The judge did not say in his order when this hearing will take place. Misty Null's attorney has not responded to the order yet. Police in Shively are looking for this man accused of shooting and killing 2 young women overnight. Police responded to Kingswood Way just after 1 this morning. When officers arrived, they found 22-year-old Amia Cox and 26-year-old Santia Simmons shot and killed. Police in Shively say they are now looking for 35-year-old Bradford Ward, seen in a traffic stop back in May right here on camera. A warrant is out for Ward, seeking charges for possession of a handgun by a convicted felon, murder, and domestic violence murder. In 2023, he pleaded guilty to second-degree strangulation, fourth-degree domestic violence, assault, and violating a protective order.
And that just further underscores the point that these types of incidences do escalate. Again, I can never fully say what his mental state is at this point or how he would react if approached. So we always advise the public to be cautious.
Police putting out this information. They say Ward is driving a red 2021 Ford Mustang with Kentucky plates ending in 849. Anyone who sees Ward is again advised not to approach him and instead encouraged to contact Shively Police. You can call the anonymous tip line at 502-930-2773. We are getting a better idea of how federal funding freezes will impact our local schools. The Trump administration has accused states and schools of using federal education grants earmarked for immigrants' children and low-income students to help fund, quote, a radical left-wing agenda, end quote. Kentucky has an estimated $86 million in federal grant money being withheld. $94 million in Indiana is also now in limbo. Well, that funding includes a $10 million grant for JCPS, funding problems to face for the newly installed superintendent, Dr. Brian Yearwood, now on the job. The district faces financial challenges these next couple of years, including plans to slash $150 million from the budget over 2 years as COVID funds run dry. And after the district refused to sign an anti-DEI letter from the U.S. Department of Education, something federal officials say puts their funding at risk. We asked Yearwood about it today.
It is somewhat of a daunting time because of funding and because of possible funding cuts that may be coming. But we have to figure this out because 98,000 students are relying on us to do that. We have thousands of parents that are trusting that we will be able to figure it out in real time so that their child, their precious child, can have a quality experience and education in our schools.
Today, Yearwood also said he has appointments on the books to meet with Kentucky Republican lawmakers who are in control of Frankfort, who want to see major changes in JCPS's academic performance. Kentucky State Representative Jason Nemus of Middletown confirms he's one of those legislators who's going to be meeting with Yearwood. And also Kentucky State Senator Lindsey Tishner of Smithfield says she'll be there too, telling us the meeting will be later this month.